is Hawkesbury Junction. We're continuing the journey in our narrowboat home. Let's get the big map out and I'll show you how we got here. We left you last time at the very top of the Ashby Canal, and we retraced our journey all the way back down to the Coventry Canal, close to Nuneaton. We've done most of the Coventry Canal before, but never been down into the Coventry Basin, so that's what we're doing today. It's a beautiful day and we are heading to Coventry today, aren't we?
Gorgeous, yeah. We're just coming up to Hawkesbury Junction. Looks very pretty, it's quite busy, lots of boats here. We're going to stop at the facilities, aren't we? Just get rid of our stuff, fill it with water,
get rid of the rubbish.
And then it's just a couple of hours down into the basin,
yeah.
I hope. So,
no locks.
No.
We've been told to look out for rubbish on the way because there's quite a lot of debris apparently. But the basin's really lovely when you get there. That's what we've been told, so that's what we're expecting.
So we might spend a night, maybe two, we'll see how we go, really.
And there's our friend Jill.
Hello Jill.
Who's going to be joining us. She's just filling up with water. We're going on to the water point that's just beyond Hawkesbury Junction. We're in book 3 of the Nicholson's guides. These are the map books we use to navigate while we're cruising. And in the next couple of episodes, we'll be cruising from Hawkesbury Junction down the Coventry Canal to its terminus at the Coventry Basin. A journey of about 5 miles. Hopper, are you ready to cruise? I think you're excited to go, aren't you?
She's always excited to go on the one.
I think your brother's still asleep. There he is. Hamish is still fast asleep and it's almost midday, but we're just going to leave him sleeping for now. And this is where you have to do the U-turn to go onto the Oxford Canal, but we're going to be going straight on today towards the Coventry Basin. This is thought to be one of the hardest manoeuvres on the canal network, doing the U-turn under the bridge, where the Coventry and Oxford canals meet. You can just see a boat over there in the stop lock. That's the very start of the Oxford Canal, the northern section of the Oxford Canal. When I know we're going to be filling up with water, I always make sure I get caught up on all the laundry. You want me to do that?
Oh yeah, go on then.
I'll hang the washing up instead. Hawkesbury Junction is the northern limit of the Oxford Canal, where it meets the Coventry Canal. Its alternative name, Sutton Stop, comes from the name of the family which provided several lock keepers there in the 19th century. This Victorian bridge is the most striking feature of the junction. Built in 1837 at a cost of £630. The engine or pump house is perhaps the most unusual and interesting of all the buildings in the conservation area. The lean-to at the rear is the oldest part, and it housed the first engine that was installed in 1821. It was named Lady Godiva and was used to raise water into the canal from a stream flowing underneath. However, by 1837 this supply proved inadequate, and a 35-metre shaft was sunk and a new, more powerful engine installed alongside Lady Godiva in the 3-storey building which now fronts the canal. The The modern landscape looks very different today than during the commercial carrying times, when the junction was a major rendezvous for working boats awaiting orders for their next cargo from the many pits in the area. This is the stop lock on the Oxford Canal that was installed to isolate the water levels of the two original canal companies, and the lockkeeper's cottage on the right. The Greyhound Inn is a Grade 2 listed building, and it's a popular place to sit and watch the narrowboaters navigate the turn, with well-kept beer, according to Pete, and fabulous pies. I just told those hire boaters that they did a fantastic job of probably the hardest manoeuvre on the network, doing that U-turn, and they don't have bow thrusters either to help them. This short boat's making a really easy job of it. You can see Pete attempting the same turn in one of our very early videos, episode 11. I'll put a link at the end of this video. This time we're heading straight on to the Coventry Basin. New water for us. It's a stretch of canal that's had a mixed reputation over the years. People warned us about rubbish and debris in the water, saying we'd probably be fishing things off the prop every half mile. And we hoped that this wasn't a taste of things to come. Pete just noticed something hanging off the front of Jill's boat that she was bringing along with her. Now he's trying to get it out of the water so that nobody else gets it tangled around their boat.
It's slippery, that's the problem. It's all green.
This footbridge is a replacement of the original, which carried the railway freight line to the colliery at Potter's Green, with this striking sculpture called Wings Over Water, featuring this magnificent swan, kingfishers, herons and fish. Keep an eye on the bridge numbers that count down the closer we get to the basin. This is how we keep track of where we are on the map. And you'll often see Pete turning round to double check the number as we go through it. There's a real contrast along this route. 1 minute you're gliding past old factories and railway bridges, and the next you're surrounded by trees and wildflowers and wildlife. The canals really have changed so much from their industrial days. to peaceful green corridors running through the cities. We don't see that very often, do we? This is the M6 motorway that we're just going under. Isn't it amazing how often we've travelled on the M6 and never even realised that there's the canal just down there? Ugly graffiti is sadly a common feature as we cruise through cities and towns. anything, Pop? Any squirrels? Can you see any squirrels? There's all mooring rings along here. Quite a distance. We were taking it steady with our eyes peeled for any debris and rubbish in the canal. One of the perils of city cruising. Everything from tyres to trolleys and even the odd mattress or duvet. We've heard lots of stories. And if you've watched our videos before, you'll know we damaged our own prop on a hidden Arga oven, apparently. At 16 and a half now, Hamish prefers to be down on the floor, soothed by the vibration of the engine, while Poppy will always be up in her spot, seeing what's going on, and always on the lookout for squirrels. Better than your average graffiti, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Nice, that. Well, thank you, dear. What a lovely surprise, as always. Thank you. Sandwich. Good girl.
There's There's a winding hole here, a wider section of the canal that you can turn around if you want.
Debris in the canal. Coming up.
There's a retail park over there. There was a sign that said 15 minutes walk from the canal. There's 2-day moorings along here, but there's no way to actually tie up. There's no Armco. There's there's one ring just there. Oh, there's rings just. There's about 2 spots to moor up.
Somebody stole the rings.
The rings look like they've disappeared. There's 2 rings in that whole stretch. Oh well.
Jill's catching us up now.
We're in this very green corridor going through Coventry, and we can hear lots of traffic, but we can't see any at all. We've just got this beautiful route through the heart of the city.
So there, look, that's the A444. That's the bridge we just came under.
It runs parallel to the canal.
A444 into Coventry Centre.
So this boat ahead of us now, very aptly named Water Angel, with her lovely owners Brian and Jean, really did become our own angels that day. But sadly, due to their own misfortune, the boat that's just passed us, they've got a little children's bike that they pulled out of the canal, and the remnants of a duvet, shredded duvet that they've pulled out. So thank you to them that it won't get round our rudder,
And for warning
round
us.
our prop, not our rudder, our prop, isn't it?
Yeah, and for warning us, that's Bridge 4, they said. Priestley's Bridge, just coming up. No, it is just coming up. Okay. So we've got 5 and 5A, and then we've got that right there.
I was only just saying about making sure that we don't get a duvet round our prop, wasn't I?
You spoke too soon. I asked you to take it back.
We've just heard quite a few stories of people getting things round their props down here, haven't we?
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll get through Bridge 4 and then we'll just wait for Jill. Make sure she gets through.
Make sure she's okay.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can see those people giving Jill the warning as well. So we'll still hang on and wait for her to make sure she gets through okay. Just hope there's nothing else lurking in the water that's going to get round our prop.
Yeah.
It's our first signet. Oh, riding on their mum's back. Our first signets of the year. That man on the other boat with all the debris, he said it was Bridge 4 that was all under, and we're just approaching Bridge 5B now. Spotlights all along this tunnel bridge, very short tunnel. Spotlight on all the graffiti. So far, so good.
So far, so good. We'll keep our eyes peeled.
A little further along, the scenery begins to shift. The trees thin out, the towpath widens, and you can see rows of Victorian terraced houses start to appear alongside the canal. These terraces were built in the late 19th and early 20th century during Coventry's industrial boom, housing workers employed in the city's factories and workshops, everything from watchmakers to bicycle builders to engineers in the growing motor industry. Oh, you're sunbathing, catching some rays. This is Bridge 4, where the other boat picked up all the rubbish out of the canal. Canary's just going to sit and wait for us to come through.
Bits of propeller. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Just hovering, waiting for Jill to come through. Make sure she gets through okay. We were lucky.
Yeah, we were.
So far. Lucky
we,
so far.
Didn't keep the propeller turning all the way through there. That's why we ran wide. Had us in neutral for a good bit.
There comes Jill now. I think everything's okay with her too. I think that other boater did us a huge favour, getting the things out of the canal.
Yeah, she's alright, isn't she? Yeah.
Join us next time as we continue our journey to the very end of the Coventry Arm, and more in the Coventry Basin, under the watchful eye of James Brindley, one of the fathers of the canal network. And we explore both the old and the new Coventry cathedrals. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and give us a like. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's totally free, and you'll be helping our channel grow. And YouTube has a new feature where you can hype a video, so if you hit hype, there's more chance that YouTube will recommend it to more viewers to enjoy. Thank you so much to all of our channel members for joining the One Day More crew. Click the button below or the link in the description to find out more. And thank you to everybody that supports our channel through YouTube Super Thanks, Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal. And as always, thank you to all of our viewers. Leave us a comment, we love to hear from you, and promise to reply to everyone.
When I stayed home, I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive, and the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you